What's up, guys? Welcome to a new YouTube video. Very special video. I'm gonna break down the meet I did last week. So we're gonna go with a meet recap video, a little bit different. So basically, I have the videos on the computer screen, and we're gonna pull them up and talk about all the lifts, and just kind of break it down from there. So going into it, quick recap, we totaled 1714 pounds, 777.5 kgs. This was our first meet at 105. We only weighed in at 223 pounds, so we still have a lot of time to eat and to fill out the 105 class. So I'm actually looking forward to doing that throughout the next year, just to kind of fill out the 105 class, you know what I'm saying? We posted a 470 Wilks, so close to 500. And then also 97.76 IPF GL points, which that's the new point standard that USAPL and IPF is going by for this year and moving forward. I know that's really high, like this number, but there's no data to compare it to, so that's why we're still going to throw in the Wilks score because of the historical context from that. But yeah, so overall this meet was pretty good. So my squat openers was 584. I'm gonna put this in pounds because I don't know the kilos off the top of my head. But and then 628 to 633. So these were the numbers me and Joey talked about for squat. So opened up 584. My third at nationals as a 93 junior was 580. So everything was pretty much higher than what we did, obviously, because we've been building for the past 10 months, whatnot, and then we've also weighed like 15 pounds more. I think at nationals I weighed at 204, but I was probably around 207, 208. So I weighed about 15 pounds more today, and we actually balled out. So 584, usually you're nervous for your first squat and whatnot, but I was nervous, but at the same time, it's like I hit this twice the week before, and almost like all of my squat singles are a lot higher than they should be, but a lot of my squat singles are typically higher. So with that being said, I was pretty comfortable taking this as an opener. So we're gonna go ahead and hit it up. Hope that's not too loud. I don't know how to. There we go. So 584. It's 265 kilos, I believe. 265 kilos for your European fan. My socks were looking fresh. Deep, plenty deep, pretty smooth. We'll just run that back again for you guys. Look at my quads, bro. They look kind of big. Boom. Okay, I stopped it a little bit on the way up. But we were deep. Good bounce. Decent speed. So from there, our plan was to jump to 611. We didn't see anything here. I didn't feel anything here that said that 611 was going to be a no-go. So I know 611 was squat 2. I was nervous, so a few things we had worried about going into the meet. The only thing we were really worried about was the going from a true stiff bar. So I don't have access to a stiff bar right now in training or kilos. So my only thing was how can I adjust to a bar and how can I adjust to kilos. Typically, I'd never train on kilos, so I never actually had a problem adjusting to kilos because if you peak right, it's really not that big of a deal. But I was more worried about this on deadlift, and I'll talk about it, but that was just some things we were kind of thinking about. So 611, my best in training was 620. So here's 611 for a second. Also notice they had music playing in the background the whole time, and it was actually hella hype. Like, I love that. Like, most local meets don't do that. So more local meets need to have the music in the background for sure. A little walkout, make sure we're set. Get the call. Down. Smooth. It was a rough smooth. Typically, it's how your second's going to look. The only thing was I didn't realize watching this back, but I did not squat. I squatted a lot deeper on my first attempt. That's plenty deep. Knee, hip crease below the knee joint. But anyway, we'll watch it back real quick. 611. So from this, we could have gone 628 to 633. That was the range me and my coach Joey talked about. I ended up choosing 628 just because it was really hot and humid in there, and I didn't want to miss. I'm pretty sure I could have done 633, but I was like, okay, 628 I know it's probably going to be automatic, and I didn't want to miss. Not that it matters in local meet, but eventually it's going to matter, and you just don't want to miss. So we chose 628. Did feel heavy on the unrack. This was like, I'll let it play, and then I'll talk about it. Honestly, watching it back, I'm pretty sure 633 was there, but you never know, honestly. So 628 was probably the right move on the third call. I'm trying to see depth real quick. See, we're like right there. It's hard to tell from this angle, but that hip joint is definitely going to be below the knee at that point. My quads are just a little bit bigger. And then, so my sticking point, if you notice on all three of my squats, right there, that's all where I always get stuck at. So that's my sticking point, my weakness. Not really much you can do to adjust that, just get stronger overall. But there it is right there. Grind it out. So even though we got stuck and we had to grind, it was one of those like hard grinds to where like I knew I was gonna have it the whole time. Like there was never any doubt that I was not hitting this. So pretty comfortable there. 3 for 3 on squat. We want, set the tone. It's got to set the tone early. 3 for 3 on squat. And then moving into bench. So bench was kind of tough. So here's what we talked for bench. We went 396, 413, and then 424, which I believe 424 is 192.5 kilos. And I think 413 is 185 kilos. I think. I don't know. So this is what we talked about for bench. Now, the interesting thing for bench was I only hit like 2 singles over 396 in the past 3 months of training. So I hit 2 big benches back in like April and May. I hit a 430, and it was pretty smooth. But then I had this arm problems. I mentioned in a few of my other videos. So we were dealing with this arm problem. So bench had just started to come around. I hit a 410 single like 2 weeks ago, but I still works. Like I knew I can do 424. It was just a matter of like if I could hold up and it would be there. But honestly, it was there and it was beautiful. So I was actually super nervous. Usually I'm not nervous for bench. Like who's nervous for bench, bro? Like you're just benching. But here we go, 396 right here. This actually moves surprisingly well. Like I low-key surprised myself. Also knew once I got on a legit bench it was gonna be better. So I don't train on a very good bench right now. But I knew once I got on some good equipment, like just the way it was gonna be set up, it was gonna be like one of those things. It was gonna be bouncing. 396 bounced, jumped to 413. This is what I was most nervous for. So I haven't hit anything this heavy in training since April. I did a 410 and it was a decent 410, but it wasn't anything to give me enough confidence. So I was really actually nervous for the 413 second. The music is hype, bro. Pretty smooth. So I watched that back. Actually, I got hella hyped after this. Like this, boosted my confidence so much. Just hitting this, and then I was like, oh, because going in, I was like nervous if we should even make the. Like he gave me the option not to jump that second 413. He said we could have gone 407. I was legit thinking about that, and then I was like, nah, let's just go 413. I trust it, and then we trusted it, and look what happened. We balled out, So 424, I was hella nervous for this one. This felt really heavy on the unrack as it shows the third attempt and it's over my chest. I'm breathing in and out here, just trying to control it. You can tell. Set the brace. We're still got a good descent. I feel like we got a really quick press call, which I feel like I would have had it anyway based on the speed it moved. But honestly, I'll just let the whole thing play out. But let's go. 424 third bench. Boom. Pretty smooth, hard. Honestly, would we have had 429? It would have been close because bench is one of those things that's like there or it ain't. Right? Like it's not easy. You can grind your squat, you can grind your deadlift, you can grind a bench, but it's just gonna be a lot harder to grind. So it's just one of those things where you're like, is it actually gonna be there? So moving on into deadlifts. Deadlift was the one that we had a lot of questions about. We opened at 6, then we went 633, and then I had the option for a 661 to 666. My best deadlift in training was so my best deadlift in training was 650. But once again, that was with bumper plates and not a stiff bar, but it wasn't a deadlift bar. It was a bar with some more give. So the biggest thing for deadlifts we were worried about was how are we going to handle a stiff bar on kilos? That was the question. So 600 probably slightly conservative opener, but at the same time we had questions that we weren't sure what was going to happen, so we had to find out, and we didn't want to miss deadlift. So this was the 600, and honestly, this actually felt better than like my last 2 warm-ups did. They do the sumo stance, got the fire socks. Everyone watching in the background, give them something to watch, you know. Boom, easy money. Yes, sir. You heard it. The guy said it. You know, what more you need in life, man, than a good deadlift. Moving on, 633. This was I was nervous for it because I pulled 635 2 or 3 times, but once again, I was nervous about getting set on the stiff bar. I feel like I did not fully get set on this one, but it was fine. So we got 633. A little shakiness at the top, but we got it. I was gotta make sure I have it on all my deadlifts. I lost my balance at the top a little bit, but like I got the down call right as I did it, so it was fine. But like at a bigger meet, that might not go. So that's something we have to address. We already talked about it with Joey, but something we're gonna have to address right there. Pretty chilling right there. Now, because of the shakiness on this deadlift, I wasn't sure. So the option was to go 661, and I wanted 661. I ain't gonna lie, but because of that at the top, it did make me question it. And we were debating, should we go 650 or not? And honestly, I knew that if I would have put in 650, and let's say I put in 650 and I hit it, I would have been pissed because I would have been like, I wanted 661. It's a local meet, so there's nothing on the line. I was already like way ahead of like 50 something kilos in my weight class, so like I wasn't worried about winning. Like I don't care about winning, but like not at this level. So then the question was, well, do I have 661 in me? And then I was just like, well, honestly, just fuck it. Like we're just gonna put 661 on the bar and just let it go, because like I said, I'd rather fail 661 than do 650. Like honestly, like I did not drive to Dallas to do 650. Like 300 kilos milestone deadlift 661. I was like, we got to get that. So where's that? Oh, it's this one. I just saved it. And then so here's the thing, man. So I took my headphones off, and then I hear they're playing Win Win Win, and I just got so hyped in my head. I was like, oh, this is perfect. They're playing this song. Like we got to bring it home right here. I was so nervous for this one. Honestly, Tech held up pretty good, and then the only thing is the lockout was tough, but we got it. We started to fall forward a little bit, but they gave us the down command, so we chilling. That was a big milestone deadlift. Hitting 661 was huge. We hit only deadlift 600 at nationals. My deadlift sucked. We did conventional. Honestly, so we've been doing sumo since like November. We decided we were gonna change, but like sumo hadn't felt good until literally April. Literally every week I was just tweaking it. I remember there was a day like in December when I couldn't even get 545 off the ground because it was just like sumo wasn't happening that day. So we just had to stay with it, be consistent, continually beating at the bush, and it paid off. 661. We'll pull 700 for the end of the year, hopefully. Quote unquote. Might have to go to the gym to kilos to do that, just for kicks, to make it official. Boom. Yes. The sumo debut. Sumo's here to stay. Just for the sake of video, we're just going to watch it one more time, because why not, chat? Yo, if you like this video, thumbs up. If you're new here, subscribe. Probably won't post more YouTube content, but you'll never know. So you never, like, if you don't sub, you definitely won't know. But if you do sub, at least you'll know what happens. Boom. So we're hyped. Oh, look at that beautiful belt flip. Just got to get that one more time. Boom. Screenshot that. Chat. Boom. You already know. Win, 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 win. We did it. That's what was up. Why is it still playing? Okay, now it's not playing. Anyway, so now we're chilling. Yeah, so like I said, here's the total. As far as what's next, probably gonna be looking at, honestly, we're just gonna build. I'm gonna try to fill out the class. So again, about 15 pounds in November. Body comp stayed roughly the same, so we ain't trying to add fat, trying to maximize the muscle capacity. Even though muscle doesn't directly correlate to strength, there is a correlation there, and you know what? Might as well maximize it. So yeah. Trying to think if there's anything else I need to mention. No, but anyway, this was good to build on. First meet as an open 105 lifter. We did win best lifter too. So I have a banner coming in the mail. It's not here yet, but I'll show you. You can check it out if you're on my Instagram. If you don't follow me there, it's down below in the bio, or the description, quote unquote. But yeah, so we won best overall lifter. It was the first time I won that, and I've always actually wanted to win one of those too. So shout out to me for winning that. I think that's all for the video. I didn't want to make this super long. I just wanted to do a quick like meet recap, meet breakdown. But yeah, overall, yeah, we did good. All right, I'm gonna end this video. I'll catch y'all later, and GG's.